Hey guys, Arya and Christina here at Image Revolver Studio in Philadelphia. We are doing a product review video of the Blackmagic 6K camera, and in case you didn't know, we are giving one of these away. Let's test out the hype. At first touch, it feels like a quality plastic.
Yeah, the weight is actually lighter than I thought. I think it's lighter than my 5D, which is impressive. Also, just love how huge this monitor is.
The sensor is a Super 35 APS-C. Another cool thing about this camera is that it shoots in 12-bit RAW 6K, which means you get incredibly quality shots. Nothing compares to it, especially at the price range. One thing that we also noticed is that it has an incredible cinematic slow motion capture at 120 frames per second at 2.8K, and then at 50 frames per second, 6K. So now that we're gonna work with Carl from Image Revolver and take this thing out and start seeing what it can do. Let's do it.
All right, we are at Henzo Gracie, Philly. We are using the Rokinon 50mm 1.4 lens. This is a great place to test out the cinematic slow motion. We had Bad Mama Jamie Colleen punching the bag. We also tested the dynamic range. Now this camera is a beast when it comes to dynamic range. Just by looking through the monitor, we were able to see in the shadows with barely any light at all. So that's pretty exciting. Another great thing about this camera, which is an improvement from the original Blackmagic pocket camera, is the sensor. So the old one was a Super 16mm sensor. This is a Super 35mm sensor. So what I love about this camera is the 5-inch monitor built on the back. It's very big, very nice. When you're using it on a tripod, it's perfect. What I didn't like is when I was holding the camera freehand, trying to get those low shots was really hard to see what I was shooting. So you definitely are going to use an external monitor if you're out there, shooting in the field. One thing that I definitely didn't like about this camera is the battery life.
So after doing our first test here at the gym, the battery already died. Barely lasted 30 minutes. So now we pretty much just have to hang out until the battery recharges.
We also tested the no image stabilization in body. There was definitely a shake in the sensor whenever I was free and holding the camera. When I was using it, it reminded me of the old DSLR days where you had to be very careful with your focusing, very careful with your exposure. You have to set up each shot. While I was using it, I've gotten comfortable with using Sony Alpha cameras where everything is automated. This is very much manual oriented.
This is definitely for the young cinematographers, people who are gonna take their time really focusing on their shots, people who are filming that script, their short films, and having it mounted and set up.
I would say it's not for any kind of run and gun setup, so no journalists, no event videographers, wedding videographers. You definitely need a lot more time to set up these shots.
Overall, this camera is pretty awesome. Thank you so much for watching. Like we said, if you want to enter to win this camera, use the link in our bio, in the description, in the other description, in the comments, wherever. And it's wherever the links are. Just go where the links are. But you can enter to win this camera, and of course, in entering, you are also going to be a first user on the FilmUp platform. So it's a win-win. You get to join our community, you get to enter for the camera. We want to say a special thank you to Image Revolver and Carl for helping us shoot this video. They were incredible. It was really awesome to do this in Philadelphia. So one thing you guys can do is tell us what would you like us to review next and where would you like us to review it. We're going to do product reviews in different cities with different filmmakers. You can apply to be the team that we collaborate with as well. Let us know in the comments below. And thanks so much for watching.
Thanks.
Thank you. Hey guys, we are here today with, wait, should we do it? Hey guys, let's reintroduce ourselves. Okay. Is it cool to have this let me go back. All right.
Cool. Yeah. Good job.